Yo, it's I work 24/7, and I'm not just saying this because I want more view time. Obviously, I do. This is for you guys as well. You need to watch the full video in order to make use of every single thing I'm saying because some things connect from the start of the video to the end of the video. So you might have watched just the first 2 minutes of it, and you're going to get one side of the information, but you're not going to get the other half. I go into depth about how to gain speed, and it all connects throughout the video. So if you really, really want to gain speed without using items, watch the full video. It's only 11 minutes, but I can't force you to do something if you don't want to do it. Other than that, enjoy the video. Thank you guys for watching. Yo guys, it's I work 24/7, and I'm going to show you guys the grapple's true strength, its true power. So first of all, I'm going to change this. That's already on very hard. And my settings and difficulty is 200% obstacles and 110% collapse speed. I'm slowly bringing the collapse speed up in order to bring my just natural speed up. So here we go. Now the biggest thing about grapple and just about speed in general in this game is that you need to know how to build it naturally. And I'm going to show you an example of me building it naturally. If you guys have ever tried endless mode and tried very hard, you will realize how hard very hard is, and it takes, I wouldn't say necessarily skill, just practice in order to get used to all of the obstacles and the freaking world trying to catch up to you with the obstacles there. It took me a little while, but I finally figured out how to kind of do it. Now, I kind of messed up in the beginning. I should have already been ahead of it. But it's all good. Maybe I can get out of it. Alright, let's try that one more time. Going through. The grapple truly only is great and strong when you're able to dive. If you cannot dive, you cannot use grapple effectively and just use it to gain speed, because you need to be able to always be gaining speed. Because in this game, there is no such thing as maintaining speed. You can only gain speed. Perfect landings do not speed you up. They only slow you down. And anything after that, good landings, bad landings, they just slow you down. They don't speed you up. But the grapple, its true ability is to throw you straight and into the air at the same time. The cowl is strong because it gives you air time. That was a horrible landing. So you can go straight up and come straight down. But the grapple can do two things at once, which is give you air time and bring you forward. Versus, like I said, the cowl just brings you straight up. That's why I truly think the grapple has better potential as far as runs go, as far as building speed, and just building speed. And yeah, try this super hard on endless mode and with the collapse speed up. You guys are gonna find that it's a lot harder than you think. You need to know how to dive in order to stay ahead. This was originally going to be a video about how to gain speed, and it still is. It's just I was going to do it in a different way. But I'm going to make it short, sweet, simple, and easy. Like I was saying earlier, all you need to do is learn how to dive. You need to get really good at that. Dive as many times as you can in every single level and all difficulties in order to actually achieve that, and all different speeds as well. Slow speeds, fast speeds, different heights in the air, lower to the ground. You need to know every single hill and every single height to be able to judge when and where to dive. And that's super important when you're trying to outrun the crumbling world behind you and trying to just build speed in general. I don't know where my music went. Usually I have freaking cool metal music in the background while I'm playing this, so then I can just be a rebel and go fast and just dodge things and just feel like I'm actually going super speed. But we'll probably have that in our next video. We'll just add it to the background, actually. All right. More ways to increase your speed would probably be through items. That's pretty direct and simple, easy to understand. See, the freaking crumbling world's already catching up to me. I have to actually put in some effort. Oh, shoot. That was horrible. But yeah, this video is just basically showing you the potential of being able to know how to dive anywhere and from any height. And it's also to show you the potential of just speed in general, what you can actually do. I want you guys to set the bar high and be able to just keep going, moving, and growing. Ooh. Anyways, like I was saying, for items, if you are struggling right now, pick up Shortcut if you haven't already, and just practice with that. You don't need any other items. Just pick up Shortcut and maybe some things to increase your health. But Shortcut is going to reward you for dodging, oh my gosh, for dodging obstacles. And you're going to need that because, ooh. If you want to get as smooth as me, pick up Shortcut, practice dodging obstacles, and you're going to gain speed for dodging obstacles. It's like a little reward for you. Go out of your way to make a crazy, weird run that you run all the way across the map just to dodge obstacles like that. Once you get used to that, then you could even make your runs and routes a lot smoother. There's a lot of things I could tell you to make your runs faster and smoother, but ultimately it comes down to how much you're willing to work in order to make that happen. I spent a lot of hours in this game, and clearly it shows. I think another way to gain speed is right there. It's speed rings. Speed rings are very important in gaining speed. Well, they're kind of like the cherry on top. You don't need them, but if you want a lot more speed, especially in later runs, you're going to need to work them into your runs. I don't think you should really be worrying about that right now. Speed rings aren't that necessary. It's just, ooh, they really do give you that extra burst of speed when you need it. Especially when you're just starting. Ooh. But yeah, they're like the cherry on top. You don't need them. It's just as good when you have them. But like I said, you don't need to worry about that until you get an amount of awareness about the map and how you can use it to your advantage. Then speed rings don't really help you that much. They just put you into more disadvantaged situations. I think I've really explained everything about speed that I know of. I guess I'll give you one more tip, which is about the grapple. I think I left it out in the grapple tutorial, but it's very useful for gaining speed, and it's the one thing that you really need to gain speed with the grapple, and that's grappling into the air. There's a technique I call pullovers, and it's just pulling over a hill. Let me show it right here. But what you want to do, instead of pulling towards the hill and over it, you want to pull like straight into the air. So there's two ways to grapple. I'll show you the two different ways, but let me outrun this first. All right. All right. See, like I said, I can dive at different heights because I've dived so many times that I'm able to kind of estimate where and when things are going to happen, and where I need to position my character in order to make those dives. But as you can see, I've already built so much airtime and speed, and I know how to dodge things, so it's like if I get into crazy sticky situations, I can get myself out of it. Okay, let me show you what I mean by pullovers. So there's two ways to pull over. One, like that. But that is not strong enough. You need to up like that. That gives you that airtime right there. I'm probably going to die. Ugh, that's disgusting. I should have just ended it right there, but yeah, there's two ways to grapple. There's the one that gives you a whole bunch of airtime, and there's the one that kind of just makes you coast like that. You want the one that gives you a lot of airtime. And sometimes you need to judge when to use that, because you need to, with grapple, it's very customizable. It's very flexible. The control and the amount of control that you're given is a lot. And that's why there's a high skill ceiling. It's because you have to decide what you want to do with it. All right. Other than that, that's all the information that I wanted to give you. Hopefully you guys learned something. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here on Reddit and YouTube in order to answer you guys' questions. But thank you guys for watching.